everybody. Good afternoon and welcome to Down the Rabbit Hole. I'm your host for this evening, Bunny Sugars. And so let's go ahead and get things started because I have a nice little fun show for you guys today. So while you guys are all getting settled in and comfortable and getting yourselves together, getting you a drink and some snacks, get you some chocolate because I really want chocolate right now myself. So please eat on my behalf. Let's go ahead and just throw in some house rules. But first and foremostly, before we even get into that, go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe button if you want to stay connected with us here on My Psychic Connection. And also hit the notification bell if you are interested in getting a heads up whenever we all decide to go live. Because it's fun when we go live. It's always a good time. So first and foremostly, we're going to throw in the house rules. So go ahead and keep getting comfortable because you got a minute. You got like 3 minutes. Go ahead and get comfortable. So let's start with the rules. If you're new here, go ahead and listen up. We're going to tell you everything you need to know. Super duper important stuff, right? So firstly, you're going to want to type your burning questions into the chat if you're on Facebook or YouTube. However, just a heads up, everybody, Facebook seems to be having a little bit of some tech issues today. So if you're having a hard time viewing the stream on Facebook, go ahead and look at the link down below in the comment section, and there'll be a link to lead you to the YouTube version of what you're watching right now. For some reason, Facebook just doesn't like us today. So go ahead and switch there if you ever at any point during the stream seem to be having some issues there. And go ahead and follow those links down below and so you can comment and ask your questions on here too. Now, keep in mind when you're asking your comments in the chat, right? We can't answer medical, we can't answer legal, and we certainly cannot answer pregnancy questions because in some countries that is a big old no-no. We can't do that. We don't want to get in trouble, and we want to leave that to professionals who can lead you in a better direction than we can. We're psychic, but we're not that kind of psychic. We can't be that kind of psychic on here. So go ahead and keep those key rules in mind. And remember, the more detailed you guys ask in the chat, like your questions, if they're more detailed, the better detail I can give you in your readings. Just a heads up. So as for cheat codes, if you want to send in a donation, what sending in a donation does skips the line. So if you're wanting to get your question answered because you really want to know the truth about what's going on, go ahead and click the links down below, or you can go to journeyryanlive.com. You can send in a donation and ask your question through the prompts provided, and you will be pushed to the very front of the line. So you'll be pushed above everybody. Now, in the donations, you can select a 3-minute, a mini, a medium, or a mega. Megas are great if you are looking for a mediumship to be done. However, a mini, a medium, and mega readings are all untimed, and so I can get you those good, juicy details if that's what you're really looking for, because sometimes 3 minutes just not enough. So you can also go to journeyryanlive.com if you at any point in time gotten a reading or you just enjoy the show and having a good time with us. You can go ahead and leave a review because we all love feedback here. And so that leads us to the end of the house rules. So everyone get settled. Let's start asking questions and get ready. Get your hands ready to go because we will be doing the emoji contest tonight. So go ahead, start throwing emojis in the chat. I want to see them because I see y'all in the chat. I want to see the emojis. So go ahead and start throwing in these emojis and let's get it started. Remember, let's get some juicy questions, some detailed questions. I can answer to the best of my abilities, but the more detail you give, the more detail I get. So let's go ahead, y'all. Let's get started. Oh, I hope you guys are doing good today. I hope it's been a good day for y'all. So let's see. Things with Adam. Oh, excuse me. Gemma. Hi, Gemma. Look, my brain already shifted in. Let's get to work. My brain has said, let's work today. Gemma, I hope you're doing good. Don't mind me. It's been a day. But let's see. Gemma said things with Adam seem to be good again, thankfully. But there's a girl called Hannah he's kind of friends with, but she seems to be trying to get his attention a lot. I'm used to women doing this. Aw. Let's see. Gemma says, he's an ex-model, good-looking, cool rocker. So it happens, but is she someone I should be wary of or try and get with him? Thank you. Okay, Gemma. So quite honestly, I think the first thought in my head was, no, I don't think she's a problem. I think he's very much put his stance on where his relationship is with you. He is dedicated to the relationship. I almost kind of wonder though, are you worried about the girls? Like, are you worried about them? Because, we know how we can be. We know what's up. But are you more so worried about his ability to be committed? Because those are two different sort of situations. I think this girl isn't necessarily a problem. She has the potential to be an option, but I think with him in this King of Wands mode, he is very cemented in what he has now, what he feels, what he wants, and what he desires. He's not someone who changes his mind very easily. He's not very tempted, and I do think he does have pretty strong feelings for you. So I don't think he's looking at her like an issue. To kind of go in the reverse, is she looking at him like something of potential? Not really. Like, I think this is more so just a friendship. You have a 6 of Wands reverse, so that's a high indication of a no. And then you have a Queen of Cups reverse. She does not give a crap about him like that. I think they are friends. I think that's about it. She might be going through something where she needs someone who is more logical and more cemented in themselves to talk to. It might be easy for them to talk to each other. I don't see them having mutual interest in that regard. This seems like a pretty solid friendship for the most part, Gemma. So I would try your best not to get... shoot, we're hitting the bell, but try your best to just not get too an overthought about it, right? But I hope I was able to answer your question, and thank you so much, Gemma, for your question. As always, you are awesome, so thank you so much. Oh my goodness, if I cough at any point, I am so sorry. I don't know, the weather is horrid. The weather is horrid, and my allergies are too. So thank you so much for your beautiful question, Gemma. Let's go ahead, though, and jump into our next question. And don't forget, emojis. Emojis in the chat. Put the bunnies in the chat. Put the pink hearts and the chocolate bars in the chat. Yes. So Love asks, hi, Bunny. What is the best way I can deal with S? The only reason I put up with her behavior is because I love her children and I want to be in their life. But I get too much anxiety from her behavior. Oh, I see. Well, love. I love your name so much. It's fun to say. I feel like the best way you're going to be able to deal with S is probably the way you do not want to deal with it, which is kind of the pushback, if that makes sense. I feel like you have to start cutting your energy off with this person, especially when they're affecting your mental health and they're affecting your behavior. Because what we're kind of looking at here is a Queen of Swords reverse. This is you. You're not willing to cut off this connection because of another connection elsewhere, which would be with these children. The problem here is you are defying your own boundaries by not cutting off the behavior. You can still have a connection with these children in some way, shape, or form. The thing is, you have to start establishing a boundary. And because you want to be in those children's life, your only option, because I feel like right now you feel like your only option with the 7 of Cups reverse, you feel like your only option is literally to deal with that behavior. It's not the only option. You can draw boundaries with people and attempt to have those boundaries respected while still maintaining personal connections with the ones you care about the most. It's almost like you've kind of shot yourself in the foot and you've put yourself in a position where you have to kind of just put up with it. You don't. So the best thing you can do is start establishing your boundaries. It's not going to have the most phenomenal outcome because there can be conflict from this. You have a Moon card reverse and a Sun reverse. The reality of the situation is no matter which way you go about it, there will be conflict. But the way you're going now is building resentment. So the best thing for you would be to go ahead and just cut that sort of behavior off. Say, hey, I'm not okay with this, because your mental health is a priority. And there we go, hitting that bell one more time. But thank you so much, love, for your beautiful question. I wish you the best of luck. Boundaries are super important, y'all. And just because we love someone or love an aspect of a relationship with someone doesn't mean we can't draw boundaries. You got to draw boundaries, especially when there are feelings and mental health and your own sanity is kind of at stake. So remember that even if it sucks, even if it hurts, you have to draw boundaries with people. You can't allow them to overstep. Love says, thank you so much, Bunny. You are so very welcome. And all the cute little bunny emojis. They're my favorite. With all the little hearts and the little letter hearts. Go ahead, guys, and keep throwing those emojis down there because I see you guys. I see you posting the emojis. And I'm going to know if y'all are really trying to out here win a free reading with me. I'm going to know. Don't ask me how I know. It's not like I can, completely see what you guys are saying. But definitely keep those emojis up because if you win the emoji contest, you get a free reading from me. And that's always fun. That's always a good time with me. So let's go ahead and jump into our next question. Emma's asks, hello, beautiful. Hello, Emma. She says, I'm going to be spending Thanksgiving primarily alone in a hotel this year. Oh, given the toxic dynamic I have with my family, do you see me enjoying my time alone at the hotel? Emma, I'm sorry that Thanksgiving is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit lonely, but quite honestly, I see you having a good time by yourself. Sometimes having a good time by yourself is better than kind of entertaining toxic behavior, quite frankly. So you come out with this Emperor upright. That's a good sign. It means you're going to be mostly in your element. It's not going to be too depressing or too sad for you. I think you are going to just be okay as you are. You're going to be okay in this kind of space. It's going to be a little bit awkward. It's going to be a little bit uncomfortable, but I think this is going to allow you time to reset and really refocus your energy. And then with this King of Cups card, this is talking about giving that energy. There's a lot of masculine energy on the board, but that's okay. Sometimes we show up like that, but it's because you're taking command of your own emotional state within this situation. So it's totally a good thing. I think for the most part, it's just going to give you time to reestablish, redefine what these holidays mean to you, reestablish how you're supposed to feel, how you're supposed to be, aside from the societal expectation of what we have. And so with this 10 of Wands reverse, that's really saying you're going to be fine. Because quite honestly, I think it's going to be a relaxing time. It's going to be headache free. It's going to be drama free. It's going to be content. You're going to feel contentness within yourself. That's always a good time. I like being content. So I don't think this is going to be anything too negative for you. It's going to be super comfortable. So don't trip too much. Just let it be what it is and think of it as like a vacation. Think of it as a vacation. You don't have to do the pomp and circumstance of holidays. You get to just... My friend, thank you so much for your question. It's going to go fine. It sounds like a good time, honestly. I love my family, but it sounds like a good time just spending the time by yourself. So thank you so much for your wonderful question and good luck. You guys, we're doing amazing today. We're having a good time. You guys are sharing those emojis because I see them. I'm just psychic. I just know. I see all the emojis in the chat. You guys are awesome and giving up all that good love and support. So I think we want to do another question. So let's get into it. Let's see. Emma asks, is there new love coming for me soon? Can you see a name? Emma. So I will say, for all transparency's sake, for all of you, for future reference too, I'm not the one who's always going to see a name. I'll usually see a sign. I'll see personality traits. I won't necessarily see a name. Is new love coming to you soon? Automatically, I hear yes, but I hear next year. So next year can literally next year can be literally next year as in 3 months from now or a little bit into next year. So let's just say for round off about 2024 at some point. I feel like autumn was the first thing that wanted to come out of my mouth. So sometime in the fall season next year is when you're going to meet that new love that's going to give you something. You have an Ace of Cups and a Page of Wands here. So those are both indicative of a yes, but also it's a yes with some actions that need to be taken. So the Page of Wands specifically is talking about action, bringing in or taking an action, movement, basically. So it's kind of like once you're able to really get in the spirit of things, not only getting comfortable with yourself as you are right now, but also just getting into the idea of, okay, maybe dating, while stressful and irritating as it is, maybe I can have some fun with this. I think if you just kind of go through life and have the fun you're looking for, you're going to find what you're looking for. Signs that this person has, I hear Libra, I also hear Gemini. They're going to have a little bit of air energy and a little bit of water energy. So it could be somewhere within those, but those two signs specifically just may sit in their chart somewhere. It could be the top 3 or otherwise. I don't always hear names, but I hear the letter K. Don't know why that's important. A letter is not going to tell you jack diddly about anything. A letter won't tell you nothing, but at least point you in the right direction. Look for a K who's a Gemini or a Libra or somewhere in between, but I hope I was able to help you. And unfortunately, y'all, we can't, all of us possess so many different skills. And some of us can pick up on locations and time frames. Some of us can get names. I'm really good at picking up the sign of that person for some reason. So, we all have different skills. Unfortunately, I'm not the one who can get you a full rundown of everything, but that's okay because I can at least point you in the right direction. And then my sisters and even my brother Journey here can also help kind of encompass everything you're looking for. So you will at some point get everything you're hoping for. So with that, I do want to kind of go into a little bit of a conversational piece that's kind of been rattling around in my head. So I've noticed a lot of really interesting energy lately. Not energy from the show, but just interesting energy energetically amongst people, especially this October. It seems like as we're shifting into the later part of October, specific love scenarios are really starting to come up amongst people that I've noticed. And this is about exes coming back. And I get so concerned when I hear about someone wanting to take an ex back because rarely, sometimes maybe, is it something that can actually be super duper beneficial. It's sometimes a little bit of something that can be more of a karmatic lesson. A lot of the times when we're looking to take our ex back, we're looking for feelings that we want to essentially resolve. We want to resolve what we're feeling within ourselves. Sometimes when a partner leaves too unexpectedly or things just kind of break apart out of nowhere, we end up finding a way to blame ourselves. We end up finding a way to feel hollow about the situation that's happened. And so with this influx of people kind of asking about, will my ex come back? I want everyone who's listening to really just think about this question. You two separated for a reason. Are those reasons strong enough to stay unseparated? This person, like, for example, this person cheated, they lied, they gave you multiple excuses to what was going on. They were not forthcoming with information. They did everything physically possible to break your heart. Do you really want that again? Because just because people can change, love said it best. They turned into an ex for a reason. Yes, that's exactly it. Your ex is an ex for a reason. Do you really want to take that energy back? Because sometimes when we desire that, we end up backslapping ourselves for no good reason. It's like self-punishment. And there's a little rabbit. If you're wondering what the movement is, it's not a ghost. That's just my rabbit in the background. His name is Taro. Oh my God. This is the first time you guys have seen him on camera. That's hilarious. But that ex has turned into an ex for a reason. And so you have to remember that, because sometimes when you ask for these exes back and you're wondering, can I get them back? You're remembering old energy that was not as good as it may have really been. And so now you have to ask yourself, was this worth it? So just be really careful about reopening energetic connections, especially this season. Something about Scorpio is going wild and exes are going to start coming back. People are going to start coming back. So just be very aware of the people who are coming to you. So that was my little, what I noticed today. A bunny for your thoughts, a literal bunny in the corner for your thoughts. All right, you guys, we're doing great. Keep those emojis going because remember, there is an emoji contest at the end of the show or the closing end of the show. So let's go ahead and start jumping into that next question. We got time. Good stuff going on today. Joycelyn asks, hi, Bunny. Do you see good news for me in career? Thank you. Hi, Joycelyn. I hope you're doing good today. Let's go ahead and jump and look into your career situation. I feel like there's some research you need to do, friend. You pull an 8 of Pentacles. There is something you need to be searching for. I feel like with this King of Wands card especially, you may not be 100% focused. It's like you're focused on the career aspect of things, right? You're focused, but you're not focused enough to kind of put that attention where it needs to be. It's almost like, well, I'm here. Where's my job? It's almost like you're wanting it to just pop up for you. You want it to just happen. And it's not going to happen. I say this all the time. You can ask for as many miracles as you want, but if you don't stick your foot into the water to start looking for those miracles, they're not going to appear the way you want them to. So you have to really, it's like make a choice about how you want to proceed with things, because it's almost like you're sitting, but you're not quite yet making the move to make this a possible thing. It's like you're sitting on thoughts, but you're not taking the action, which is why there's a 2 of Pentacles. You have a King of Wands, which symbolizes really strong desire and really strong action, but you're not taking that action 100%. So I think after some reevaluation, give it some thought, kind of think about it a little bit. I do see where a job is possible for you, but you have to start putting your foot in the water to see what it is you want. So my friend, I do hope that was able to help you. Thank you so much for your beautiful question. I love that Toro right now is just he's just chilling in the corner. I think he's about to take a nap. Whenever I do tarot, he tends to sit there and just get closer to me, or as close as he can to me. He likes just absorbing the energy, I guess. And it's really funny because he is my emotional support rabbit. I have 2 rabbits, but he is my main one. And we have the same type of anxieties. It's very funny because we keep each other up at night. He is just an extension of me. But that's my baby. And I'm going to love him because he's a baby. Oh my goodness, you guys. We are having a good time tonight. Oh, Reedy. Oh, I hope I'm saying your name right, Reedy. Oh, it's such a pretty name. I love it. She says, love the pink vibe. Thank you so much. Pink is my comfort color. That is one of my favorite colors. I used to actually hate the color pink, believe it or not, but that is my comfort color. And so it is now, unfortunately, in every aspect of my house, including my Christmas tree, much to the dismay of everybody in my life. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, you guys. You guys are awesome. Let's go ahead and jump into our next question. Melee says, will I be meeting my new love partner who wants commitment in public or dating app? And anything about him? Thank you. Okay, so will it be through a public space? That's a good question. Or will it be through dating app? I might need the pendulum for that one because I need to pick up on that because it can literally go anyway. But let's see. Are you going to meet this person through dating app? Be in public space. So first and foremost, this person, you're going to meet them is going to be through a public space. This is going to be something almost like a friend of a friend, someone who knows someone kind of situation. This isn't going to be a person that is super familiar to you. So this is new to you, but this is going to be someone who's not totally unfamiliar with your social circle. Not only that, this person, again, I hear Libra, Cancer, Gemini. Melee says, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm Gemini, Cancer, Libra. Libra's really strong lately. I don't know what's going on. I think we're past Libra's. Yeah, we're past Libra season. That's like September. So let me see what else I can pull about this person. I feel like you may feel very secure with this person. They may have a lot of excess knowledge about certain things. Mele says, I'm an air sign too, Libra. Oh, you might be the Libra. You might be the Libra in question because that's coming through super duper heavy. But then again, a Libra and a Libra can be a thing. It just depends on the Libras, you know? It just depends on the life stages of the Libras, honestly. And the month sometimes does matter. I feel like this person's going to have a lot of access knowledge. So I feel almost like a yin yang situation between the two of you. It's not that you two are entirely different, but there's going to be a level of understanding that just kind of, it's like you understand one half of a situation. Dude, I was just starting to pick up on this person too, but I got more details if you want them. So come on back around if you want more details. Oh my God. Thank you so much for your beautiful question. I hope I was able to get a little bit of information that you wanted for you. So thank you so much. Now let's go ahead and jump into the next one. Remember, emojis. Emojis are great. Emojis are phenomenal. And if you want to skip the line, there is donations at journeyriotlive.com. So Kelly asks, oh, hello, Kelly. Wait a minute. Okay, look, I just had a complete brain fog. It just went whoosh. When I tell you the air between me just went and escaped from my body, that's exactly what happened. My soul just slipped out and slipped back in. My bad. Hi, Kelly. She says, greetings, Bunny. When I move, will I stay in the state where I am or will I move to a different state? If you can, what state am I going to be going to, please? Ooh, okay. So let's see. Are you going to be moving firstly to a different state? I think, all right. I think the answer is, yeah, you're going to be moving to a different state. Now there's 50 states. There's 50 and some territories. So I'm going to do my best to kind of figure, if you can, while we still have a moment, can you give me some hints of where you're looking to go? Because I feel Midwestish is where you're going to go. Somewhere, it's a little yeehaw, but a little bit of northern too. So somewhere Midwest. I mean, it's like Wyoming. I don't know why that came up. But somewhere a little Midwest. Yeah, I'm gonna need some. I'm gonna need some hints. Kelly says, okay, thank you. She says, like, maybe Virginia. Ooh, let's see. I don't think Virginia is the one. I don't think it's gonna be Carolina either. It could be closer to West Virginia. You're not going to be totally down past the Mason-Dixon line. I know that much. You're not going to be like smack dab in Virginia because I'm not seeing it. I feel like a little bit north from Virginia. I don't see you going south. I don't see you like going toward the Carolinas or Georgia or any way that way. I see you going kind of north with a little bit of skew to the west. The West. Ooh, don't ask me directions. Maybe Pennsylvania. I see Pennsylvania being more closer of the option you're looking for. That has a more direct. Thank you so much, Kelly. I see it being closer to Philadelphia. Not Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I get those mixed up. Look, I didn't do great in geography, but look, I got you. You're gonna go up north. Math and directions are not my thing, y'all, but that's okay. I'm really great at certain types of sciences. So I got you in one area, just not direction. Thank you so much, Kelly, for your beautiful questions. It is truly a mess today. Mele says, thank you. You are so very welcome, my friend. I'm so very happy I'm able to at least give a little bit of clarity where I can. Thanks so much, Bunny, with 700 laughing emojis. Yes, look, it's a time over here. I may not get you on them directionals, but I got you in, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of a cell. I got you that way. Ooh, the country almost came out. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into our next question. Let's see. Delphine Williams. Hello, my friend. She asks, do you see me passing my LCSW exam once I take it? Oh my goodness. See, that's an exam with a lot of words. That feels like something law related. I don't know. But I do think you're gonna pass. Your first card out is a Knight of Cups. So that's coming in. If you're looking at the tarot in a very linear kind of fashion, you can see this upright like this as a yes. It's a very direct yes. And then also, if you think about it, Knight of Cups is bringing in happiness and joy. It's bringing in emotion. And it's usually a celebratory, it feels like a celebratory emotion that's coming through here. So that's always a good thing. So that's giving me the idea of a yes. You also have a Hanged Man reverse, and that's also more in line with a yes. That means you're becoming unstuck from where you are now. So this is a forward motion into something. It's not coming as fast as you'd like it, but definitely looks like you have a good shot at passing. That's awesome. Can you tell me though, really quick, what is an LCSW exam? And that's just for my own personal knowledge, because I feel like I've seen this term before, and I think it's something like law related, but I could be wrong. I'm more than open to being wrong. She says, yes, thank you. You are so very welcome. Oh my God. Look, congratulations and good job on getting them degrees and them exams together. You guys are killing it out here. I'm glad we're finding success in 2023, as we should. We can't be cute and broke at the same time. That's just not the vibe. She says, licensed clinical social worker. Oh my goodness, congratulations. That's awesome. More power to you, girl, because I don't think I could. You guys who do social work y'all are intense. I like it. So congrats and good luck in the future. And thank you so much for your beautiful question. I'm looking, it's funny. As I was sitting here flipping, you got the Chariot card. So yep, you got it. So thank you so much. Let's go ahead and jump into the next one. You guys, we're doing great today. Don't forget it. Emojis in the chat because you get a free reading from me and it's a good time. Jacqueline would like to ask, am I still being badmouthed by my family? Oh my gosh, Jacqueline. I want to say, I hope not, because that kind of sucks. And I'm sorry you had to go through that. I'm sorry that is something you have to deal with. Let me see. Is Jacqueline still being badmouthed by her family? I feel like the answer is no. I want to clarify one more time. I feel like the answer is no, and it's not necessarily because they're over it. I feel like it has more to do with just there's nothing to talk about. So you have an Eight of Swords reversed, and this is coming through kind of in the first, kind of in your first card. It kind of gives this air of feeling trapped in a situation. So if your Eight of Cards is outright, you're kind of trapped within this situation. And just to put it in a very basic sense of the meaning of the card. However, in the reversal, this is more so talking about a release and the ability to breathe. Now, you also have the Hanged Man reverse, and I just went over the Hanged Man reverse. This is kind of like a push forward and push out. This is movement forward in a different direction. And that's a good thing. So that's also telling me that no, they really aren't trying to or sitting here bad-mouthing you. I think they've kind of, I don't want to say necessarily given up, but it just feels like it's been non-beneficial to everybody. Now, I do want to draw some more cards on that while we have a second. I do think a Nine of Wands. Wow. Okay. Spirit says, hello, we have messages, time, and you need to shut up and listen. So the cards that flipped out, I can't do all of them because that was wild. However, you're starting with this Nine of Wands here, and this is talking about an overcoming of a hill, a victory, a wall, so a blockade. So basically, if you're looking at your family in terms of a blockade, that you've kind of successfully jumped the hurdle, which is a good thing. That's giving the idea that they've kind of like stopped or at least given up on whatever these notions were. Well, aside from the cards exploding, I do hope I was able to help give you some clarity. Whenever cards explode, it's always a good time, a wild time. It means the energy is very high in this room. We're creating chaos, and I adore that for all of us tonight. So thank you so much for your beautiful question. And let's go ahead And take a second really quick. Remember, there's emojis. There's an emoji game. If you really want to get your question answered tonight, you can go to journeyryanlive.com and you can submit a donation, and that lets you skip the line completely, which is awesome because you guys are really coming through with the questions today. You guys are really giving it those really good detailed questions. So thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. So I did want to just kind of roll over, if that's the way to put it. It's going to roll over and also talk about one other thing I've noticed in this topic of bringing exes back and love. Be very careful with who you allow in your energy. Remember, Love said it like really well today. Excuse me, my voice is doing the thing. But Love said it very well. Your ex is an ex for a reason. So I really want everyone who is looking at an ex like a potential reignition of a partner, really sit down with yourself and ask yourself, what was it about this relationship that wants me to bring them back? Is it the person that I once knew? Is it the feeling that I felt? And why do I feel like I cannot get this feeling from someone else or even myself? Sometimes, unfortunately, what we have to do is really sit and parse through our thoughts mentally. It's like mentally giving yourself an audit. Sometimes it's okay to sit in with yourself and ask, hey, what did I do wrong in this relationship? What did they do wrong in this relationship? What can I learn from this relationship? And then can it be better in the next one? Can I fix it in the next one? I think a lot of us have a little bit more empathy in our hearts than we realize, and we hold out hope for people who may not be ready for us or be able to match us halfway. And so we hold out hope that they change. We have to remember that sometimes people do not change. And while people do not always want to change, we can't force them to change. We cannot assist them in their journey. And sometimes we just got to say, you know what, this was fun, but I'm going to go walk across the street and go in a different direction. I got to roll. And it's okay to say deuces and goodbye, but you also have to reconcile with yourself why exactly it is you feel this person is the most important one to you. And that's kind of a thought topic I just want to bring to everyone. How come you feel like you won't get that same type of love you're looking for from another? Because you're never promised just one love. You don't just get one soulmate. I know, some people will say, oh, you only get one or it comes in threes. It does not. You get as many as the universe wants to delve out to you. You ask and you shall receive. But you have to kind of really sit and evaluate yourself. Is this really someone I want to be with? Someone who has hurt me, someone who has lied to me, someone who has cheated to me. Really ask yourself these questions. And then give yourself a minute to grieve what was once there, and then allow yourself to pick yourself up, dust your shoulders off, and then remember you're a baddie and you can go through it. Even if you're a dude, you're a baddie too. Look, all of you will get through it. You will find better. Because when one is gone, that leaves room for better. Just reevaluate and ask the universe what you're looking for. It's okay to make requests. They do take requests. Sometimes you can ask the universe like a helpline. It helps. It happens. But that's where I want to go with that one. Just something to be aware of in the long term. Just something to, get your noggin going. Just think about it. Give it some thoughts. And so now that we've had some thoughts, some thoughts. Rosella says, love the pigtails and the pink ribbons. Thank you so much. I was really kind of conflicted about what to do with my hair. I don't style it very often, but y'all seem to really be feeling it today, so I might have to style it just a little bit more. I'm inspired, so thank you. You guys are awesome tonight. Don't forget the emojis, and let's go ahead and start jumping into our next question because we got time today. Cindy asks, hello, just want to know, is my friend Jay waiting for news for what is he going through? Let's see. I do think, that was very quick. That was also very quick. Look, they didn't beat me with the cards this time. However, you have an Ace of Pentacles here. So that Ace of Pentacles is a very apparent yes. So in asking yes or no questions, I'm going to start educating you guys on yes and no questions in the tarot. It's going to be fun. So in terms of a yes, this Ace of Pentacles is very much a yes. He is waiting for the news, and I think it might be giving him a little bit of a really uneasy emotional feeling through this. It's a 10 of Cups reverse that comes through, and this is more on the emotionality of the decision. So you have the decisions, but then you have the emotionality behind the decisions. I do not know if emotionality is a word, but it's a word today. put it in my dictionary. So he is kind of going through a little bit of what feels like an uneasy, almost, almost like a depressive energy. It's just someone who is not in the best headspace and is just waiting for it to be confirmed or denied, because he might feel like his world is crashing down a little bit right now. So if you can, try your best to be there for him and give as much comfort as you can, because this might be a very stressful time for him. So thank you so much for your beautiful question. Good luck, and good luck to your friend as well. I know news is hard to wait for. It gets very, very difficult, but you guys are in my thoughts and prayers. So woo, breathe and take it one step at a time. So thank you so much for your beautiful question. And let's go ahead and jump on into our next one. India asks, hey girly, hello. Hello, India. She asks, how does Tavon feel about me after today? Ooh, okay. I wish I knew what happened today. But let's see. I like being nosy. So let's see what is going on with his feelings. I think for the most part, why did my cards do that? We're getting a lot of high-powered energy. Everything's falling. I think he's a little bit, I don't want to say conflicted. But he's very much he's in his head about everything. It's almost like he's trying to figure out how to make things better. So firstly, you're starting here with this in your head card. He is very much, it's like overthought. He's overthinking. He's overthinking your intentions within the situation. Because you have a Queen of Rings here, and that would be like kind of like single-ish card. But then you have this, this Three of Flutes. This is talking about essentially here to make friends. So he's almost wondering where your intentions are lying. And I feel like it's like a little bit of a reversal here. You may at one point have wondered what his intentions are, but now he's wondering what your intentions are. I think I said that sentence wrong, but I hope you know what I meant. It's a little bit topsy-turvy the way he's thinking. I feel like he's in his head. He doesn't know how to make things feel right or feel better or make sense. He's still very conflicted. You have a Six of Mirrors here. This is talking about a silver lining. It almost feels like despite this, he still does have feelings for you and still is trying to make things work, but he's very in his head and he's very much overthinking what has happened and what will happen and how. Oh, my friend, that was a tough one. There's a lot of thinking and overthought there. So I do hope that was able to help you a little bit. And thank you so much for your beautiful question. You guys are awesome tonight. So before, my cards don't want to behave. There's probably too much energy going around, and that's probably why I'm a little bit scattered, but that's okay. We're good. We're here and we're having a good time. So remember, emoji contest. And let's go ahead and jump into our next question for the evening. Cindy says, thank you. You are so very welcome, Cindy. You are awesome. Lauren asks, is November going to be a better month for me? Honestly, whenever you guys ask questions like that, Lauren, I'm like, I hope so. November got to be a better month for somebody. This fall has been a little bit wonky for everyone. But is November going to be better for you? It's not going to go in the way you're expecting it to. And I say that a lot. That is kind of like my catch-all phrase. But in terms of will it be better? Yes. Will you have the traction and movement life-wise that you're looking for? Not quite. You have a Three of Wands reversed. This talks about not being able to move forward in certain aspects of your life. This could be career, this could be financial, this could be more so you emotionally not being able to move forward the way you're looking to. There is a moon reversed here, however, so you're kind of starting to see through a little bit of the complications that you have going on in your life right now, which is a good thing because that is how we enact change. So while, you're not moving the way you want to, I think balance, because you're able to start seeing what needs to change, what needs to be fixed this November, there's a balance that is going to be brought in. This Temperance card is very heavy and it's very apparent here. So you are going to be able, honestly, to just start rerouting and reshifting the way things are supposed to be and how things are supposed to be. You're going to start taking notes. You're going to start realizing what's happening around you. And this is going to allow you to make changes. I think November is going to be good. December is going to be even better. January is going to be a bop. So while it's a little bit of a tricky situation right here, right now, because you're not 100% sure in which way emotionally you need to go, there is a part of you that just needs to kind of let go of some habits, some people, some things that have kept you kind of stuck in one place. This feeling of not moving forward is because you're attached to things you shouldn't be attached to, but you're going to start seeing that with this moon reverse, and you're going to start being able to bring in a balance to your life that may... Oh, my friend, thank you so much for your beautiful question. Oh, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. And congratulations, Mile or Bele. I'm so sorry I keep saying your name like this. I keep butchering it and I feel so bad. But you are tonight's emoji contest winner. So thank you so much for playing along with us. You guys, every single one of you did awesome, because I was seeing those emojis in the chat. And I'm seeing those who are posting the chocolate. Y'all my people. Y'all my homies. Because you know, when we're done here, I'm going to go eat some chocolate. So thank you so much. Melee says, yay. Thank you so much. Melee says, it's okay. I'm gonna figure out how to say your name. I swear. I'm going to get it right, because it's too pretty to butcher the way I have been. So for your emoji contest win, I'm going to go through with the Dark Mirror Oracle deck, and that is not the Dark Mirror. We're looking at something totally different, but here we are. Literally, what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to dig a little bit deep into you and see what it is that is kind of a blockage for you and holding you back. So let's kind of go ahead and jump into this one. So the first thing I'm kind of picking up from you, friend, I feel like you hide a lot. And I'm not talking about a hiding as in you're not wanting to be seen, sort of hidden, you're more introverted, kind of hidden. I feel like you're not exposing who you really are to people around you. You have the hiding your true self coming out first. And I get the envious gluttony card, which is right next to it. So I feel like these two things are completely related in how you view yourself. Between the self that you show people and the self that you hide. Let's reverse these cards. You feel like you internally, the side that you hide from others, is a greedy person. You may have been someone in your life who has been told that you want too much, you desire too much, you need too much, you this too much, you're too much. They don't even know what too much is. And you were just expressing yourself. You were too loud, too boisterous, too this, too that. And I don't think that was necessarily the case, because that's not true. I feel like you are the victim of the projections of other people. Other people saw you this way, and therefore you've thought of the internal self, the self that you don't that you don't hide or do hide, excuse me. You see yourself as this kind of gluttonous, maybe spoiled, maybe selfish kind of energy. And that's not necessarily who you are, but it's like when you're told something so many times, you start to believe it. So you have this is this me card. You've begun to believe things that people have told you about yourself. This could have been things told to you in childhood, especially, that have just come back to roost and has a little bit of control in how you project yourself to the general population as an adult. You have the Peaceful Among Thorns card. You were never someone who was able to really, you never fought back about it. You allowed people to just say it, and you accepted it for what it was because you trusted the people, but you also had a little bit of self-confidence, or lacking in self-confidence of yourself. And you started to believe it. When people speak at you a lot, and just generally for everyone, when people tell you things about yourself, you end up believing those things whether you want to or not. And wow, I'm speaking to the choir because I am the choir. Hi, hello. When you allow people to speak truths about you that they believe are the actual truths, and it's not the truth for you, you believe them more than believe yourself. And then you start closing yourself off, and you hide aspects of your personality that otherwise are beautiful, magnificent, talented, boisterous, loud, and exuberant. But then you end up just kind of nerfing your own self. And I feel like that's something you may have done within your life. I don't think necessarily that this is something that is going to hold you back. Melee says, you are right. I do hide as far as my talent spiritually because of where I live. It's not the norm. I'm learning to express and be more confident. I agree. I close myself off. You have to let that beauty within you shine. And when you first start doing that, no one will like it. It's going to make everyone feel uncomfortable because they want you to walk within the space, the box, the path that they created for themselves that they're projecting onto you. You can't do that anymore. And so I feel like to free yourself of that entrapment, you have to just little by little, and it's going to be hard, start breaking away from how people view you and how people see you. Because there's a beautiful soul that needs to just exist. Like, look at me. I'm 31 years old. I'm on the internet with ponytails, red hair, and a whole pink room. Be your authentic self. It's okay. Melee says, yes, it makes them uncomfortable. And yes, it will. But that right there was literally, doesn't matter how they feel. You have to feel right for you. And you have to let that out. That's a blocking of the throat chakra. I feel like I'm talking to myself as well. But that side of you is beautiful, and you have to allow yourself to release it. But the first step is acknowledgement and saying, this is something I have to work on. And once you start working on it, it will get better from there. Just take one step at a time. Melee, I hope I was able to help kind of unlock the doors to yourself. Because the door to self is also a rabbit hole. Life in general is a rabbit hole. But once you start unlocking those doors and just let yourself kind of slip through and just fall down, you realize it's not so scary after you've, been through a couple tunnels. So thank you so much for being our emoji contest winner, Melee. You are awesome and you are beautiful. Everyone, I hope you can take this advice here too. Melee says, I appreciate the advice and will work through it with opening my throat chakra. I'm going to do it. Yes, do it. And I'm going to do it with you because, quite frankly, when you guys are learning about yourselves, I'm learning about me too. It's a learning, and we're all learning together. Melee says, thank you very much. You are so very welcome, my friend. Oh, and good luck to you. You guys are awesome tonight. So let's go ahead and start jumping back into some next questions. We got some time. Ellie wants to know, where is Luke staying? Okay, Ellie. So with where Luke is staying, I would like to ask you specifically really quick. Do you have some specific locations that you have an idea of? I'm not a psychic who can see location that way. So if you can you give me a little bit of some ideas that you may have, with whether it be, I don't think it's like with a friend or potentially with a family member, but I can't see exactly who or where, unfortunately. Ellie says 5 feet Tacoma. Okay. Is it Tacoma? I hear Tacoma very loud, so more than likely Tacoma is where this person you're looking for is currently. Yes, I hope that was able to help. I'm so sorry. Locations are not something I'm very, very great at, unfortunately. It's a little bit of a gray zone for me, but I do think Tacoma is what you're looking for. And thank you so much for your beautiful question. Let's go ahead and jump into our next one for the evening. Psychic Fairy asks, when do you see me, Naisha, reuniting with Prince? I did hear what you said, and none of that happened where we were, what you just said, and none of that happened, and we were always really serious about one another. Psychic Fairy, I'm not 100% sure about what you mean by what I just said. I'm not exactly sure in what context we're thinking of. I would love an explanation. However, do I see you two reuniting? At this moment, not necessarily. I think Prince is in a mindset of splitting away. It might have been too much stress for him. So with this, you're coming out with the 4 swords reversed. This is talking about trying to push back or alleviate this anxiety, this feeling of everything's coming down on me. It's almost like I want to get up and fight back or push back, because there are certain aspects of the dynamic between you two that may feel a little bit not congruent to what he needs as a person. So you have a Six of Swords reverse. Instead of moving forward, this is kind of a moving back. And so this is could very psychic fairy says, I mean, what you told about why someone should stay in the past. LOL. I see you're equating what I was talking about in one of my talking points to this right here. But there's something to be very aware of, that I speak more in a general term. And sometimes what happens is it is not going to ring true for everybody. And you just have to take the advice and information for how it works for you the best. Not every situation is the same. So I speak more in a general sense about what it is I'm kind of noticing. Oh, but thank you so much for your beautiful question. And I do hope that I was able to help give you some clarity. And thank you so much. Well, so let's go ahead and jump into our next question for the evening. So Matthew says, hi, when will I move? Okay, Matthew, moving's fun. I love moving. No, I don't. I don't want to move anymore. I've moved a lot, but I do like moving when you're, fresh into it. I feel like January, April, May, June. That time frame is going to be more than likely when you begin to move. So I see you kind of going through and making a couple of choices. It's kind of like the where is the question. So I think the time frame is going to be more dependent on the where. So I see this being as a late spring, midsummer sort of situation. So between the mid-spring and kind of like late spring, and midsummer. It's probably more so when I see you moving locations particularly. Now there is a Three of Pentacles reverse here as well next to this Two of Pentacles. So not only is there a decision about where and how, I think there's some more teamwork and more effort needing to be put in by the people around you. So this is something that is going to happen definitely. However, it's just going to take a little bit of time to make that decision. And I think you'll have that decision closing in on that mid-spring 2024 to the more midsummer 2024 as well. So look forward to that kind of time period of when things start shifting for you in that regard. And thank you so much, Matthew. My brain just went whoosh again. Thank you all so much for your beautiful questions. However, you guys have been an awesome audience. Thank you so much for participating in the emoji contest. And thank you so much for being here this evening. And thank you so part of being part of my psychic connection. You guys are awesome. So remember, at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can see the whispers from the forest with our lovely, beautiful psychic squirrel. I miss her. I feel like I haven't seen her in forever. It's really been a couple days. But at midnight, you can also watch the astrology breakdown with the psychic squirrel, the beautiful psychic squirrel, and the awesome Journey Ryan. So there's a lot of astrology content on tonight. You can probably get more that I was thinking about with the Scorpio planets and stuff like that tonight. So make sure you guys tune in tonight, because the party's not over yet. You'll have plenty more time to ask like all your burning astrology questions. You guys have been an amazing audience. Thank you guys so much for being here with me this evening. I've been Bunny Sugars. This is the chaos we have created in the room tonight. And I love you guys so much. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you guys next Monday for another interview on I Am Human at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you guys take care of yourselves. Make sure you take a good long bath tonight. Wash it off. And take care. Love you guys. Bye-bye.